welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to read a really awesome holiday book that I love called Bear Stays Up for Christmas. And I think we've read some of the Bear books before, but Bear does tons of stuff. So if you end up liking this book, there are so many more. Bear snores on, Bear gets sick, Bear feels scared, Bear does lots of things. So if you enjoyed today's book, just know there are a lot of different books about Bear and all his friends that you can read. But before we get started, let's sing our Storytime song. Are you guys ready? Awesome. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we stomp and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and say hello. Hi, friends. All right, this is Bear Stays Up for Christmas. And this book is written by Carmel Wilson, and the artwork is by Jane Chapman. All right. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. Do any of you guys snore? Or have a mom and dad that snore? Let me hear you guys make a big snore. Good job. Dear Bear, get up, Mouse shouts in his ear. We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year. His friends are all there, gathered in his lair, and the bear wakes up. That's a new word you guys may not know, lair. It's spelled L-A-I-R. And a lair is where a bear lives. That's his home. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. I hope I can make it. I do want to try. Don't worry, squeaks Mouse. Hare says, it's all right. We'll keep you busy all day and all night. He tries to lie down, but his friends all frown. So the bear stays up. Come on, says Badger, time to follow me. In Pine Grove Glen, there's a fine Christmas tree. So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the track. They hoist up the tree onto Bear's big back. He plods very slow as they trudge through the snow, but Bear stays up. Back at the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn to string upon the tree. Raven and Wren bake fresh fruit cakes. Their friends do their best to keep Bear awake. His shoulders start to stoop, and his eyelids droop, but Bear stays up. He's getting very sleepy. They hang up their stockings by warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like Oh Holy Night. They cuddle and sing as they wait for the sun. But soon all the voices fade to just one. A bright star glows while his good friends doze, but the bear stays up. Look, everyone else is sleeping. Can you guys see them, all his friends? They've fallen asleep, but Bear stays up. Bear giggles and grins. He works and he raps. He bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's at the doorway? Bear doesn't see. He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, he lets out a yawn, but he still stays up. Who's at the door, you guys? Who is that? Can you see? When Christmas arrives, so lovely and white, Bear's friends awake to the glorious sight. Presents and goodies all piled tall. I stayed up, says Bear, just to share with you all. Look at all the gifts under the tree. As his friends shout with glee, Bear lies by the tree, but he still stays up. Wren flies to the stockings and tweets out a cheer. Besides our bear presents, Santa was here. When all gifts are open, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Look at the quilt they made for him. That's an awesome gift. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters, "Good night." Then Bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from the lair. They whisper, "Sweet dreams. Merry Christmas, dear Bear." Here we are. That's the end. That's Bear Stays Up for Christmas. Have you ever had something really fun you wanted to stay up for, but you were so sleepy? That's what happened to Bear. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for reading this story with me today. I hope to see you guys again really soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have really good holidays. All right, you ready for our goodbye song? Awesome. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Story time is done today. We have had a lot of fun. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Bye, friends. See you next week.